Adwords.
Okay, thank you.
For everybody that couldn't join today, you are very welcome. So I would like to welcome everyone to this very special online session with the topic of Introduction to SEO, SEM, and SMO. So I would like to welcome Dave, Debbie, and I thought we had another person in. But let's start. I hope everybody is doing well and you guys are keeping safe and healthy. So when we take a look at our agenda, there is just a quick outline of things that we are going to be covering today. So we will explain what SEO, SEM, and SMO stand for, basics and fundamentals of functional and efficient website. We will talk about how to become search engine optimization authority. Then Zainab will take over and she will talk about search engine marketing, basics and fundamentals of search engine marketing, and we'll close it with summary and questions if you have any. So let's dive right into it. Do you hear the terms SEO, SEM, and SMO and think, huh? Or maybe you think, yeah, I should probably get on board with that. It's not just for the mega giant corporations in the online world. In fact, if you hope to be in a business these coming years, you can't afford not to know what they are and how you can implement them for your business. Search engine optimization, or SEO, search engine marketing, SEM, and social media optimization aren't, or SMO, aren't concepts you have to be scared of. They aren't something only the wealthy, well-established companies do, leaving small and medium businesses out of the loop. So what does SEO, SEM, and SMO mean? Search engine optimization, or SEO, is the practice of improving the online presence of a business. Search engine marketing, SEM, is, in its most general definition, is the marketing practices or techniques used to attract a prospect to a specific website. So SEO is different because businesses don't pay Google for traffic and clicks. Rather, they earn a free spot in the search results by having the most relevant content
Joining the meeting
for a given keyword search. Search engine marketing, or SEM, refers to paid search marketing, a system where businesses pay Google to show their ads in the search results. And social media optimization, or SMO, as a business trying to gain customers online today, you can't do it without addressing the critical intersection of online visibility and customer interaction. You would advertise on the main social media platforms and through searches on the web. That's what SMO is designed to do. In the SMO world, content is king. Content needs to be targeted based on proper research and include proper data throughout the page. So what does search engine optimization mean? So search engine optimization, or SEO, is the practice of improving the online presence of your business and increasing its number of customers via all non-paid forms of research, such as organic, local, and mobile. SEO is improved through a variety of strategies, techniques, and the application of industry best practices. For example, if you can focus on incorporating long-tail keywords to your website, those are the 3 and 4 keyword phrases which are very, very specific to whatever you are trying to sell. For example, if you add the word beef It's very generic. However, if you add tails to it, like organic and grass-fed, local, you are increasing your odds to be searched for. And when you are searched more, often people tend to click and the first website instead of scrolling through the searching some more. Search engine optimization, and what is it and what does it mean? So search engine marketing, or SEM for short, is the marketing practices or techniques used to attract a prospect to a specific website. Best practice utilizes paid search, cost per click, or CPC, or pay per click, PPC, as the foundation of any search engine marketing campaign. These paid advertising programs are launched on the three largest search platforms, Google, Bing, and Yahoo, where actually over 97% of internet searches happen. And what does social media optimization mean, or SMO for short? As we all know, social media is a powerful marketing tool that can connect you with your target audience through advertising, content, and customer conversation. So social media optimization, or SMO, is the next wave of online marketing and is the perfect marriage between SEO, so search engine optimization, and social media. As a business trying to gain customers online today, you can't do it without addressing the critical intersection of online visibility and customer interaction. That's what SMO is designed to do. It's a technique designed to promote your product, service, or company through various social channels. It includes video sites like YouTube, networking sites like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and bookmarking sites like StumbleUpon, Pocket, and there is so much more. If you guys have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to type them in the bottom of the screen in the chat section. So where should you begin? First, you need to find what your customers are actually looking for. The easiest way is to start it with common sense. If you are running a hotel, your customers are searching for hotel in Chatham or Chatham Hotel. It's considered good practice to write down as many of the common search terms people use to find you. This will help give you a baseline later on. Next, try Googling yourself using what you've written down. You can also use sites like Ahrefs, Keyword Explorer, to help you. It's one of the most complete keyword research tool on the market, and get thousands of keyword ideas, analyze their ranking difficulty, and calculate their traffic potential. Use Google Analytics to track your users, and you can also use Google Webmaster to view Search Console hits. Finding relevant content. So finding out what people are interested in and what's popular and trending at the time is essential for proper search engine optimization. This can be done through Google Trending Terms or Google Search Console. Reddit is an excellent website to help you narrow down some topics and interests. So you just simply go to www.reddit.com and search for a topic related to your field. You will get to see what people are currently talking about and interested in. You can also simply ask your customers face-to-face, make your own survey to see what customers are really interested in. That usually works very well too.
Oh, there you go. That's weird.
I'm sorry, was there a question? Okay. So tailoring your website for search engine optimization. Using correct keywords are just the first step. Now we move on to how your website should look and feel, or the user experience design. It's very important not to clutter up your website with pop-ups and distracting or irrelevant content. Avoiding these will not only make your site look more appealing, but also greatly improve its performance and loading times. This is critical for improving your search engine optimization score. Alongside this, adding social media buttons will also improve your SEO score and user engagement. On page optimization, one of the simplest and most important steps are to create content tailored to search results. Simply put, this will make it easier for potential customers to visit your site based on what they actually searched for. Another very important aspect for success is having a lightweight website. The faster and less cluttered your site is actually very critical, very important. A good general rule to follow is 2 seconds and under. In fact, over 75% of customers say they wouldn't revisit a website that did not load quick. So the loading time is very important. You can help speed up your website by installing caching plugins, optimizing and resizing photos, and minimizing CSS and JavaScript use. CSS stands for the cascading style sheet, basically how the code for how your website will look. And JavaScript controls the multimedia on your website, from videos to actively updating content on the page. So minimizing and optimizing these will greatly improve your website performance and load times. Now we'll move to alt tags. Alt tags is just a fancy term for naming your photos. Its original and still primary purpose is to describe images to visitors who are unable to see them. There are 2 types of alt text. For example, if your photo is of a dog sitting down looking at the camera, its long alt text would be while dog sitting outside looking at camera. And the short alt text version would just be a dog. It may sound unimportant at first, but it's actually very important for improving your SEO with Google's algorithm or your website score. Alt tags are the written copy of an image that appears when either an image fails to load for a user or is used by screen reading tools for the visually impaired. I know it's a lot of information to absorb at first. So how can you become an authority in the SEO world? If you're a beginner, please stop focusing on the high volume keywords and rather focus on good content that generates traffic to your website. Start offering education for free and make your content shareable. Make it so good that people can't help sharing, and when you get those shares, they're called citations, around the World Wide Web, people start sharing this information, and then Google says, hey, the content of this website is good, and it gives you a citation score. That leads to level of authority. The more of authority you are, the bigger the keywords you can rank for. Imagine Google is your library, and each website in the World Wide Web is a book in the library. This would be the biggest library in the world because there are millions and millions of websites and probably billions of pages on these websites. So how does Google know what to recommend and to who is based on everything we just talked about. So focus on, in a quick summary, just focus on the basics. Include the keywords on your pages, generate your own traffic, direct referrals that leads to social signals or citations. That gets people talking about you. create good content so people spend time on your page. And if you do all that, in turn, people will start sharing education and content and services and products you have to offer. And that's how you become authority in the search engine optimization world. Like I said, I know it's a lot of information. We can always answer your questions, even if you have them later on. You can always contact us, and we would be more than happy to chat it over with you. Now I will let Zainab take over for the search engine marketing part.
Okay. How are you? How is everybody doing today?
Doing good.
Perfect. So I'm going to be actually just kind of introducing search engine marketing and not diving really into it, just because it does involve a lot of information, and it feels like if you want to actually use it, then you could ask us, and we could have a phone call nowadays, because of the crisis, and discuss it more in detail based on your situation.
Yeah, it is a little unfortunate that we are unable to make business visits, because that is the highlight of our job. We enjoy meeting and seeing you guys all, but unfortunately, under the current circumstances, we are still available to chat. It would just have to be over Skype, a phone, or even an email. So please feel free to share any questions with us, and we would be more than happy to assist you with that.
Okay, so if you guys can all hear me, I am like coming off just normal flu, not the COVID-19. My voice is not the greatest. I'll be starting right in. So what is search engine marketing? Search engine marketing is the actual practice of marketing a business using paid advertisements that appear on the search engine results. So the advertisers basically bid on keywords that the users of the services such as Google, Bing, Yahoo, or any kind of type of search engine might enter when looking for certain products and services. This gives the advertiser the opportunity for their ads to appear alongside those of the search queries. So the search engine marketing is the greatest strength for it is that it actually offers advertisers the opportunity to put their ad in front of the motivated customers who are ready to buy the precise moment they're on the search engine. There's no other kind of advertising medium allows you to do that. Usually you have to do an extra effort to kind of encourage and motivate and promote your services to the customers, and you have to find what is it that the audience really need. Whereas with this one, if you're kind of putting your advertisements in front of users who already are looking for your services and your products, since they're already searching for that search query, you just have to make sure that you're doing it the right way. Now the best thing about it as well is that you're not really paying only if they click on your link. So it is true you're having it's paid advertisements, but it's only for those interested in your products and services. This is why it's a very cost effective, and if done correctly, then you could be successful in the long run. Moving on to the next slide. So how does it really work? First of all, just so you guys have a familiarity of how it would look like, there is, as you can see, the next slide, there is that photo that kind of just shows you how the search engine would work. So let's say somebody would have searched something on that search bar. Your paid advertisements are on top, and I'm pretty sure most of us have seen those on the screens, and some of us like to ignore it, thinking that we don't want an advertisement. However, that's not necessarily the case. It's been a long time since it was more about just stuffing keywords. Now all the search engine algorithms take quality in a big factor of ranking the advertisements. So it's not necessarily if they have the ad that's I'm not going to click on it and just go down. It's up to the users. But a lot of people end up choosing the advertisements because they know it is the most in relevance and it provides the best information. So usually would get them on that top above the organic search, which is the body of the search page, and on the right hand section, if you ever notice kind of like the photos of the products or services, and these will also have an ad on that. So there's 2 locations where your ad could be ranked on. So this kind of going to the keyword, which are the foundation of your search engine marketing. It plays hand in hand with your search engine optimization, and this is why we say quality matters. Its keywords are the foundation of search engine marketing. As users enter keywords, which is part of the search queries, into the search engines, they need to find what they're looking for. So when I say a keyword, I'm just not speaking about one specific word. It could be a phrase, and that you're trying to bid on that phrase, place a bid on it, and do the click per CPC, which is cost per click, and that would qualify as well. However, before you do choose which keywords you want to place your search engine marketing campaign and start paying for that keyword, you should conduct a very comprehensive research on your keyword and the management strategy. There actually has to be a strategy at place, because a lot of people, it's easy to say which keyword do you think people would be searching on the search engine to be attracted to your business or your website. It's like, for example, if you were a wedding photographer, and you know automatically if somebody searches wedding photography, then that would be a good keyword. However, it's not necessarily the best keyword for your business, because let's say you're a wedding photographer in Chatham, and just having wedding photography as the word that you're going to choose and pay on, that could be the whole world, like the wedding photography in the whole world. So if somebody were to search wedding photography, you're going to be competing. Your ad is going to be competing with everybody else's wedding photography bids. You want to make it more precise, let's say. So if you were to bid and place your money on wedding photography Chatham, that is automatically lowers your pool of competition. It gives you a higher chance of getting that rank on Google pages on that wedding photography in Chatham, and there's going to be a higher chance of people going to be choosing you. So identify your keywords that are relevant to your business and that the prospective customers are likely to use when searching your products and services. There are many free tools for you to go online and search what kind of keywords are essential for your business. And just right here, there's a basic example of free keyword tool where you get to rate what you think would be a good search word for you, and then it gives you the results. And I'll show you the next slide how those results would look like. You go to the next slide. So this is basically after you've put in your keyword, and you can see right here they use the example building materials. It gives you not just the relevance and frequency of it, but it also gives you the competition, like how many other businesses are also using this as a keyword and paying bids on it, and the Google search volume. So you do want that Google search volume to be high, but for example, you don't want it to be the top one, again, because you can see building materials is very broad and very vague, and not necessarily going to be customized to your own business. Now, another very interesting factor is usually there are negative keywords, and a lot of people don't understand the idea of what a negative keyword means. It's not necessarily irrelevant. It just basically means that it's not the greatest way for your own business. So for example, if you are selling ice cream, you might not want to use ice cream recipes, and make sure you remove that from your ad campaign, because if you're not providing recipes on your website and somebody was to write ice cream recipes and then your website will show up and they go on your website and not find that, that's going to be disappointing, and eventually that's not going to be any relevance. So you want to make sure that you're not going to put money onto keywords that are not actually going to help you and end up wasting money rather than getting any immediate results. Am I too fast? If I speak a bit fast, just let me know. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about the search engine marketing ad auction. I'm going to be giving the example of how Google Adwords does it. All the other search engines are basically the similar idea. They all use ad auctions to rank the advertisements, but we just will be using Google for the purposes. So as you see there needs to be an auction involved because there's a very limited space available for you on that search engine page results. It's not like the organic search that you can go on pages and pages. Everybody's trying to get that slot, that first top 3 or top 2, and on the right hand side. So to make it what keywords you are bidding on and if they are contained within the user search query, and then you'll be entering the auction, and from there, based on how relevant your quality of the website that you're trying to provide with your advertisements, you'll be chosen if you're going to be on top of that rank for that specific search query. So again, just bringing back that simple example of wedding photography. If you put wedding photography Chatham and you put your ad and you bid a bid on that, so you did your cost per click on this, then you're possibly competing only among a few other businesses in Chatham that are also doing that kind of competition. And then there is a higher chance of you ranking higher if your website and your advertisements provide relevant information that are with wedding photography in Chatham. Was there any questions? Just try and look at the chat. Okay. So not every single ad will appear on the search engine, as again we explained earlier that there is only very limited space, and that is because the ad auction takes a variety of factors into account when determining the placement of the ads on the search engine results page. And because not every word has sufficient commercial intent to justify displaying ads on the results. However, there are actually two main factors that Google evaluates as a part of the ad auction, which are the maximum bid and your quality score. So your maximum bid is the maximum amount that you have specified you're willing to pay for a click. And that could be, let's say you say $8 is my maximum bid for every click, or $2. It really depends. And your quality score is a metric that is based on the overall quality of your advertisement. So Google will actually calculate this metrics during the ad auction and determine the placement of your advertisements. And the results will be known as the ad rank, and that's when you rank. You can see in that little diagram that I have, it's like a formula that goes on. You take your cost per click, multiply it by the quality score, and you'll see where you are at the ranking. If I go to the next slide, it shows you in a better way in a chart and the actual process, how it works. So there are 4 different advertisers, and you can see that advertiser 1 actually has the least amount of a maximum bid, which is only $2, but their quality score is the highest because their advertisements is very relevant, and their website, their page that they're chosen, has relevant information to that search query that a user has searched. So this is how Google takes into factor which should be ranked higher or not. It's not necessarily who pays higher. So you could see right there that the highest per click is the ad rank 8, whereas it was the first one, and the formula actually shows you how they take it into consideration. So you really need to focus on your quality score. This is the most important metric in the search engine results. Is there any questions about that? So now I'm going to be actually focusing on the quality score, and that's because it takes a huge part of getting the ad auction and trying to win it. So it is rating the quality and the relevance of both your keywords and your PPC ads, which is pay per click advertisements. So there's 3 factors that affect your quality score, and Google takes that into consideration before they even give you that ranking in quality and take that into the formula with your maximum bid. Your expected click-through rate, your CTR, which reflects the likelihood a user will click on your advertisements. So if they, again, putting that Chatham or putting more specific onto your name, onto that keyword, will drive that likelihood that somebody will be clicking on your advertisements. Your ad relevance, so the ad campaign should clearly relate to what the user is looking for, And the landing page experience. Does that page reflect the intent of the query? Does that page actually provide a good user experience? So this tells you right there, again, it all links back to your search engine optimization. If your landing pages, which is on your website, have very good quality of the content, have relevant information, and are precise in everything that Irene had just explained earlier, there's a higher chance of you doing this. And that's not something you have to pay for. That's something you just have to spend time to actually work on and then go simply to the advertisements. So just how it actually weighs the 3 factors that we just spoke about. Relatively, this is not necessarily the 100% truth, but the landing page experience weighs about 39%. So that tells you your SEO is very, very important to you. And then your CTR, expected CTR, is around equally 39%. And the actual ad, so that ad that you did, that you placed money, weighs about 22%. And the formula, how they calculate it, is they take all of this, add it to 1, and they see your quality score, and then they'll take this with the money that you're willing to pay, the maximum bid, and try to go give you that rank. So now that you have the blueprint of prioritizing optimization efforts aimed at increasing your quality score, you should be focusing on improving your CTRs by testing ad, copy, and landing pages experience. That could be improving your speed, choosing more relevant page, and so on, and to improve the site engagement and to reduce bounce rates. Then focus on testing your ad to improve the relevance to the actual search query. So that was in a nutshell what is taken into consideration. The biggest thing I want to focus on is how the ad auction works and how it takes into play. Unfortunately, a lot of people go about search engine marketing and they do Google Adwords. They start doing that campaign. They go ahead and pay without at all doing all the strategy planning that needs to be involved, and how important it is that you know which keywords are working for you and which ones would actually be working against you and benefiting the competitors rather than your help. So the best thing about it, though, at the same time, is you could always go back onto your Google AdWords account if you're doing Google AdWords and change the keywords or lessen the bid, increase the bid, since if you're probably doing that, then your competitors are also doing this, so you have to be always on top of it. And you could always see if this keyword is working for you or not, rather than spend time paying for it and not seeing any results. So just to give you like a summary of the whole seminar that we just did, we talked about search engine optimization, which is the process of improving the visibility of your website to your online audience via search engines. In other words, the optimization methods which will help you improve your website ability to be listed on the first or second page of the organic search results. The search engine marketing, which is the paid method of your where your website will get the visibility. You'll be able to be on top of the organic searches and be visible more for your potential customers. And your social media optimization, and that is the use of social media networking to manage and grow your organization's message online presence. So although SEM does provide you the fastest results, it is limited with the size of your budget, and on its own it can only get you so far. SEO and SMO are more of the long run solutions if done correctly, and you can continually get the desired results. However, the best technique is to kind of do all 3 of them together at once and get that satisfying, successful advertisements of watching everything work smoothly together, being integrated. And most businesses select a variety of different techniques within their online marketing umbrella to ensure that they get the full reach and long-lasting impact. So what is the right strategy for you? It's all about testing and trial and error, and hopefully with this very high level kind of information that you received, you're able to kind of know which is your next step to do. That's it for today. Thank you. If we'll be taking any questions, if you guys have some, just say them on the phone or type them on the chat, and we'll be happy to discuss it with you.
And we will have this presentation available to you for anybody that's interested. So even if you want to watch and listen to the presentation over again, that's definitely doable. And you can always send us your questions or you can call us. So like I said, it's the phone call, Skype or email, and we would be more than happy to answer any of your questions. No questions?
Yes, woodstream.com is a free service for you to use. A lot of time, obviously, just like a lot of the other websites, there's a free trial, and then you might have to like sign up for it. But
just to create an account.
Yes.
I'm sorry for jumping.
No, but like I'm sure the keyword research provides you. If not, I wouldn't assume they provide you all of it because it does say free. I did try it. It provides you some of the information and they kind of blur it for you to, get that Prime and pay for it. But there are a lot of free tools available for you.
What was the link? What was the company?
WordStream.
WordStream.
I can add it and like send it over.
I'll put it in.
Okay, thank you. Oh, sorry if there was some sounds cutting off.
Yes, we apologize for the little interruption that happened in the middle of the presentation.
Okay, so if you guys, anybody have any questions, go ahead. Thank you for joining us, by the way.
Absolutely,
everybody that joined
yes.
us. I know it's a hard time with everything that's going on. It is our first time doing a phone, I guess, or a webinar.
Online webinar. So thank you for being part of it.
I actually think on the actual PowerPoint, I added the link to the keyword search one. I'm pretty sure I did. So once we send you the PDF of the PowerPoint, you'll be able to click on the woodstream.com/keywords. It provides you the available tool. Okay, so thank you, everybody.
Okay, so once again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We hope that everybody is staying healthy and safe. And please feel free to connect with us if you have any questions. And we would be more than happy to assist you. So please take good care of yourselves and stay positive and healthy.
Have a great day.
Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
The host has left the meeting. So at this time,